What it do for what it is, kid, what it was, cuz.
I can't believe the Dallas Cowboys won. Are you serious?
I can't say I didn't see that coming.
Godly.
You know what's crazy? Like, honestly, the craziest thing is, like, I'm not even mad. I can't even lie. You remember, like, coaches would say if they scream at you, that means they love you, and if they don't say anything, that's worse. You remember that? You ever heard that? Man, I'm not even mad, bro. Like, Max called me, and he screamed on the phone, and I was just like, honestly, once they scored, I knew we was gonna lose, and I wasn't mad. I wasn't tripping. I'm not even in a bad mood. I was just like, whatever, bro.
They did play a lot better than I expected.
The defense. The offense was all right. But Jalen Petrie, that boy was a dog today, hitting everybody, everything that moved. That man's a beast. I'm so glad we got him. And he's from Stafford. One of them two.
All I know is next week when we're going to say I'm pissing on the star. Take a piss right on the star.
I ain't even mad at you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
And then, like, it's like scrape your foot.
Yeah.
Like throw off the H. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm not doing that to my shoes. This is
what's more important? The H-Town pride or your shoes?
It's gonna be that star gonna be blue and yellow.
Can we lock it in, please?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's hilarious. Hey, what it do, fool? What it is, kid? What it was, cuz? How BG was the scene, kings and queens. It is T with 2 E's.
And Legendary Max.
And it's the Level Up EXP podcast where we talk everything high school football. Now, Maxwell.
Yes, sir.
Maxwell.
Yes, sir.
Maxwell.
Yes, sir.
It's that time.
Yes, it is.
It's that time of year. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the state championship. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Bro, insane.
That game we went to yesterday, that was intense.
It was, but it was good. Yeah, so we went to North Shore and Westlake, I apologize. Score was 49-37. 49-34. I apologize. We was there the whole time. I don't think I was for the leave. It was a good game. But Max, what was your observation from that game?
But before that, Westlake's been undefeated for 54 games. Their last loss was in October 2019 against Lake Travis. And they lost that game by 1 point. It was 25-26.
That was crazy.
So ever since then, they have been on just a streak of like winning.
Actually, I'm sorry. Before we start, so that game was at Rice University. Okay, and that's a local school. It's a nice school.
Yeah.
That press box, it looked like it hasn't been renovated since the existence of that school.
I was about to say it looked like it been renovated by slaves. That's how long.
Oh my gosh. But like, yeah, the spot we sat in, it was very cramped. We sat by like not in front. We sat near the window and there was like no space.
This is how it was.
Max was mad uncomfortable. Just look at this.
Like this.
You're doing a lot of work. You're doing a lot. Look at us.
Anyways, this is how it was the whole time.
Like no feet room.
How my knees were.
Thank God it was a good game.
There was a window outside the.
Yes. He had to put his foot out the window.
God, I believe.
Because that man could not fit. Maybe you almost fell too.
I did.
That was hilarious.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Because that was. I didn't even say nothing to you, but I was just like, yep, that makes sense. The dynamic duo. But to start out for the losing team, unfortunately, Westlake. Max brought up Jaden Greathouse last week, and that kid is as good as advertised. He is 6'3". He is 200 pounds. Now, I don't know if it was a knee injury or a hamstring, but he was very hampered. And I don't think the overall outcome would have changed, but I do think if he was healthy, he could have been a better contributor. And actually, like, he did a lot, but he could have did more if he was like healthy.
But speaking of injuries,
oh my goodness.
Hey, North Shore won, but they leaving with some bruises.
At what cost? So yeah, North Shore definitely did that thing. But man, we joked like, yeah, towards the end of the game, you kind of knew North Shore was gonna win. Mm-hmm. And we was like, yeah, they're gonna win, but they're gonna limp out this stadium because it seemed like everybody got hurt. And I mean, that's to expect. It's the last game of the season, so bumps and bruises that you got to push through. And you got one more game left, so just give me that. Give me everything you got for one more game.
Facts.
But also for Westlake, their defensive line, my God. Those guys were gigantic.
Facts.
And they had at least 8 that could actually contribute on their team. It was led by Colton Vasic. according to Max Prep, he is 6'6", 230 pounds, and he put a hit on David.
Oh, yes, he did.
Bro, he put a hit on David Amador. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. He put a hit on that young fella. And like you said, you saw it like late, but you were watching downfield. I don't even know what made me just watch him, because I was looking downfield too. Boy,
Yeah,
it took him
a minute
to get up. But thank God they have Evan Jackson.
Facts.
So tell us about Evan.
Evan. I was very impressed by him last week. He was playing a really great coverage game against Atascocita. Like because of him, they only scored 1 touchdown last week, and this week was no different. He was playing just the best football he could. I remember he was doing the punt returns, and I saw him there was like a defensive I forgot, was it the linebacker on him or something?
I think it was a cornerback. I think a DB.
Anyway, case may be, he was getting returned the punt return, and he was dragging the person on him hey, you just gotta fall. Mm-hmm. But he got off that tackle and then went all the way for a touchdown. It was 50 or 60 yards. It was insane.
Broke 3-4 tackles. And then you know how I love the reaction in a video. I mean, it's crazy when you're there, but in a video, they'll make a play and it's already loud, and then he'll break another tackle and it's louder, and then he's one more tackle, he break that tackle, and everybody's going crazy. Man, that was I thought he was gonna be down. I'll be completely honest.
But since we're in the press box, there'd be coaches from both teams up there, so you could just hear the coaches be. I can't say the words they were saying, but they were not happy.
And we could also, I don't know who was announcing the game, mm-hmm. but you could not the announcer for the field, but the broadcast announcer. Mm-hmm. You could, that was 3 calls that we didn't even know.
Bad ref calls.
It was some bad that I've been in football forever. I've never heard of. And so the announcer, the broadcast announcer was like, "What even is that?" we heard him "What even is that?" And that was hilarious. But
he said the band was playing, so they couldn't start to play. I'm that's a
bro.
thing.
Yeah, when has that ever been home? Don't you need the advantage? It's home. They're in Houston. You get home court advantage. I didn't understand it. Maybe it could just be us that we don't.
But before we get off Evan Jackson, I just want to, I'm gonna brag about him a bit. He's an athlete. I remember when Devin was here, he said he is their backup quarterback because, like I said during that game, they came with some bruises. David got his helmet knocked off twice, so he had to get some rest. So Evan stepped in as quarterback, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's just gonna hand them off. He did throw a pass. Was it the best pass in the world? Probably not, but it was still a good pass overall. He lobbed that up. Why are you laughing?
No, because we were both what are you doing?
Oh, yeah! Because he passed it to Christopher Barnes, and Christopher caught the pass and was able to break 2 tackles for the touchdown. So I was like, what? I mean.
Man, that boy got some speed on him. And a big shout out to, really the defense, the North Shore defense in general, because they definitely got sacks, turnovers, and a lot of pressure.
Definitely
but that secondary, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand, they went straight man the entire game.
Facts.
Okay? So that means if one person is lacking, they're going to get toasted and they're going to give up big plays. And of course, you can only cover for so long. There were a couple plays that went big. I mean, it happens. But overall,
Westlake's whole wide receiver core is over 6 foot. And over they almost 200 pounds. They were all gigantic. They're all a lot of damn tight ends.
And they had some good speed. But shout out to Atascocita. The secondary, I'm sorry, they held it down.
North Shore.
What did I say? I said Atascocita. I mean North Shore. I apologize. They held it down. They did their thing. And a big shout out, another player that stood out, obvious, Baby Bo. Raashad Johnson. Yes. The boy always runs hard, runs physical. His first long run, he broke through the hole, broke 2 tackles, and he has speed, but there was more speed than I expected. He took off and scored that, and I really think that gave them a major boost. And great victory, man, and we'll see y'all in Dallas. I apologize. It is the Texas High School Football Championship.
Yes, sir.
This crap is crazy. I'm excited. We're going to get there on Friday, but the games start on Wednesday.
Yes.
And I was excited because I want to look at some some of the games before, and I just want to just see what game kicks off the championship weekend. It starts on Wednesday, D2A1. I'm sorry, Division 2 6-man football. Maxwell. First of all, it's 11 in the morning. I want to start there. But they have a slew of games. It's like 11, 4, and then 7. So it makes sense. It is number 4 Benjamin versus number 8 Loraine. So Benjamin, because I know have you ever heard them schools? No. I went down a rabbit hole because it got fun for me because I didn't even know it was 6A. I just wanted to look into them. Benjamin are defending champions. All right, so they're going back to back. And they beat Loraine this year already, 61-30.
Oh wow! Impressive.
So
6-man football, very exciting football to watch.
Loraine, it's their revenge game. Now, Benjamin has an athlete. His name is Grayson Rick Don. He's a sophomore. All right. So this kind of sums up. This is my favorite part. This like sums up 6A football. So he led the team in 640 passing yards with 12 touchdowns. Okay, passing, and he led the team in rushing with 1,500 yards and 36 touchdowns. What he did not lead the team in was catches, because that went to Nicholas Ham. He's a senior. He led the team, look, with 13 catches. But 6A football, 10 of those were touchdowns. I kind of want to watch this.
They still play a regular season, right?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
And he's leading with 13 catches.
He's leading not the league, but he's leading his team with 13 catches. Yes.
There's some players. There's some players I see on my list that catch 13 a game.
In a game. No, you're not wrong. And they had overall with playoffs, they had 14 games. And but I mean, shoot.
I know. Okay.
Now imagine one of these players, 14 catches, 10 of them for a touchdown. You're gonna be like, hey, he needs the ball more. He's a dog. But I just thought that was kind of cool, and I kind of want to watch it. I'm not going there. I'm not going to Dallas for 11 o'clock in the morning. But I kind of want to watch that game. I just want to see for myself. And another game I'm kind of interested in. This is 7-man football. China Springs versus Boerne. Now Boerne has a quarterback, sophomore, name is Jackson Baez. I'm not 100% sure. He threw for 3,400 yards, 51 touchdowns to only 7 interceptions. And I watched some of his film. I do think the China Springs coaches kind of protect him, and they have like an explosive offense, so he doesn't have to do too much. But he can throw the ball really well, can throw downfield, can hit any receiver on any level of the field. It was pretty impressive, I'll be honest. But I do think, I think China Springs are going to clear. But it should be a good
China
game.
Springs versus Boerne?
Boerne, yes.
Oh, well, I hope it's not a boring game.
And I'm going to let it be quiet. And I'm going to let it be quiet for the awkward. So I wish somebody was here. Oh, my gosh. I wish somebody was here. I wanted it to be so awkward. Why would you? And I saw you smiling, but I thought maybe I messed up. Maybe I skipped something on the list. So I'm like, well, I got to keep going. And then you just had that joke.
I'll be here all week.
So lame. Say what you need to say.
Yes. All right. So obviously North Shore versus Westlake wasn't the only game to play out this week. My predictions. So, I was right about that. I said North Shore was going to the state championships, and
congratulations.
Duncanville versus Prosper. I said that North Shore versus Duncanville will be the state finals this year. And I'm going to bring up a funny little story. I'm going to throw one of the Prosper coaches on the bus real quick. So last week I was at the at Tassie versus Tassie versus North Shore game. And I was in the stands. It was raining because they wanted me in the press box. I'm not getting set. But in the stands, there was a Prosper coach talking to somebody. And when he was like, hey, how you doing? It's like, good. I'm scouting out for my team this week. And I'm like, I didn't know he was a Prosper coach at first. I thought he was from Duncanville. So I'm like, yeah, I think we're going to meet North Shore in the state finals. I'm from Prosper. I'm like, Okay.
Oh my!
And they lost yesterday to Duncan 41-0.
They didn't score.
They not scored.
I thought they scored.
They 41-0. But to be fair, I might give them a little leeway. That game got delayed for 2 hours.
Dang.
We thought we had it bad.
That was already a night game too. Dang.
We were watching the Desperate Brisbane. We thought we had it bad. They had to wait for 2 hours for that game. They were thinking about postponing it to the next day.
They probably should.
Because they only played 4 minutes of football by that point.
That would have worked out better for Prosper.
Oh, facts. They had more time to game plan.
This don't count. I was gonna say they probably would have prospered, but I didn't. So that doesn't count for we both not doing no lame jokes. I didn't do it.
I think my joke was funnier. It
was not. It was funny because you were ready to say it. But again, mine didn't count because I didn't really say
Anyway, so
don't do that.
Now my record is 23 correct. But unfortunately, I can't always be right.
Facts.
Disrespect.
Oh, it's a fact.
Anyways, before I was interrupted, the Katy Tigers, unfortunately, will not be going to state because they lost to Austin Vandegrift yesterday, 35-38. Very close game.
Very good game too.
Their main player of that game was number 1 Miles Coleman. He is 5'6", only 140 pounds. That's a small man, but he got that speed.
That was a dog.
That Katy's defense could not handle him. Godly.
It is unfortunate, but shout out to Seth Davis. He had an amazing high school career.
Won it as a sophomore. Davis was the game's offensive MVP, and there he goes. He's got the record, and he's got the touchdown. He's stronger than Colin was. Here's Davis slipping a tackle or two, and off he goes. It's a sprint to the end zone. He gets a block. Touchdown.
He broke 7,000 rushing yards. There's only 4 years, right? You average 1,000 yards maybe. He has 7,000 rushing yards in his career. So shout out Seth Davis. He did his thing. Good luck in college. That boy is nice.
Facts.
He's really good.
He's gonna be good at
Mississippi State.
Yes, thank you.
And if he doesn't decommit, what is it, the Bulldogs, Mississippi State? Y'all got a good one. That boy is going to be a beast.
I read an article. They said the Katy seniors are their whole record throughout high school is 42-3.
Bro, what was ours?
We from freshman year to senior year.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I mean, I put we was always winning.
Facts. It was definitely
we never lost
like
that, but we just ain't making fun of the playoffs. It's okay.
I mean, we're just we always made the semifinals and lost. But anyways, I was also wrong about the Geyer versus Desoto game. Desoto surprised me. They knocked out Geyer. It was
I don't know who in the press box. I don't know who I don't know if you said it or somebody said the score, and another dude was like, "What? Geyer lost?" We all in that press box was like, "Wow, there's no way." And God dang it.
But it's no surprise because I did some research, and their number 15, their quarterback Darius Bailey, has thrown more than 3,500 yards and 42 touchdowns. Only 3 interceptions this whole entire season out of 15 games.
So that is good. I'm not gonna say I predict that. I didn't see that coming, but
I see that coming.
I mean, Geyer, they weren't as stout in the secondary as they were in the past in previous years. So there's that. But at the same time, no, I'm not even a gambling man. I'd have put money on. I would have put money on Geyer. I can't even lie to you.
X.
This is why I don't predict. I don't like to predict much. After I lost that bet, I don't be. It's not even why I don't predict. Why I don't bet. I don't in general, but that's just another reason why I don't.
At least
still watching anime.
Yeah, at least you're watching One Piece. It's not that much of a.
But here's my problem with there's a lot of problems with it. But here's my thing, is that if I'm trying to put somebody onto a show,
right,
and I actually got Kennedy watching Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fantastic show. Season 2 needs to hurry up.
Facts.
Tomorrow. I told her she was watching episode 1 and it was fine, but it didn't get. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it didn't get crazy to the last 5 minutes, like literally after the credits.
If you know, you know.
So if you know, you know. So I basically told her like, you can watch it, but like just skip here.
Mm-hmm.
You and Maurice, when he was sitting there, like y'all, you acknowledge season 1 or the first like couple of not arcs, but season 1 isn't great. Why would you put me on? If you want me to like actually watch it and like it and enjoy it, why would you put me on? You think that's worst season?
Okay.
So why would you
I'm going to give you 3 things right here. All right.
All right.
1, you made the bet. Let's not forget that.
I did, but you could have been like,
2,
that's not.
I also told you that you could watch the episode of East Blue and it gives you the same amount of material as 2 hours. I told you that. You could watch that.
Go ahead. What else?
And 3, 1 and 2. I told you that.
No, my only thing was, yes, I made the bet, but you should have been like, I ain't gonna lie, don't do that. Like, this is what you need to.
Because I would never tell, like, if someone's trying to get anime, I love One Piece. One Piece is my favorite anime. It's the best story of all time. I'm never going to tell someone to watch anime to watch One Piece. I'm not going to say, hey, go watch 1,000 episodes. No one has all that kind of time, unfortunately.
Insane.
Like, get your feet wet, watch some other stuff, then probably watch One Piece when, like, you actually like anime.
That's fine. What I said was, why would you allow me to do season 1? Like, you could have been like, just start here. Does it really matter?
I legit told you could just watch episode Blue.
Oh, that was nothing. Like, and then that's just the type of character, type of guy I am. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Like,
for sure.
I'm not going to, because then what's the point? Because what if I, like, actually watched it and was like, you know what? Yeah, I like One Piece. I think I'm going to get into anime. So if I'm going to watch it, I'm going to watch it.
For sure.
And you know that about me. So why would you allow me to watch season 1?
1, you made the bet. 2, I haven't watched the first 40 episodes in a minute.
God,
but there's still some good moments in there. You've been through some of these good moments. Like Mihawk versus Zoro.
It's not nearly enough to like continue. Like once I'm finished.
You still have not got to the best part of part 1.
Once I'm finished, I'm not going back. Like as of right now, how it's looking when I'm done with watching the first season, I will not watch anymore. And that's on you. I mean, it's on me. I'm going to take the response. Like, I made the bet, yes, but I do feel like if you was like, you know what, T, I want to get into Madden. He don't play Madden. I love Madden. I'm not going to tell you, hey, freaking go to Madden 2002. I couldn't tell you what the best Madden is. But if there was the best Madden, I would tell you start there.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a bad comparison. Because I just said One Piece is the best anime, so why would I not tell you? But I'm not going to tell you to watch it first. But the way you're saying it, you're saying I should tell you to watch One Piece first.
No, what I'm saying is whenever you get to One Piece, it's me or anybody, don't start with season 1. Or
you have to start with season 1. What are you talking about?
You don't have to. You don't.
I mean, okay, besides the episode, but like, what are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is I wouldn't start somebody. If you genuinely want somebody to try to get into it and enjoy it, 1, I don't think saying other animes will be the gateway to get in, because that's just kind of telling about your anime. 2, am I going to get that?
It's 1,000 episodes.
2,
go on.
2, if somebody wanted to get into anime or specifically One Piece, you can't start. I feel like, you know how some movies like start at the end and it'd be like action, then you kind of work your way up to that point. I'm not saying start at episode 1,000, but like jump into like 300 just to like look at the action, look at the colors, look at this.
Those are smart.
Now let's go back to whatever.
Yes.
And then I don't know, like whatever, like you feel like, I'm not gonna ask you now, but whatever you feel like the best, like you feel like this point on, this is where, and not anime, this is where One Piece is God tier. That's why I feel like you should start somebody.
But how would you know about the small little? Because like it starts from the beginning. It starts from the beginning. You have to like know about certain things to get some other things in the story. Watching episode 1, you will remember something that happens like episode 10,045.
I doubt it.
I'm being. Yes.
I kind of want you to spoil it because like nothing I saw from that episode mattered. We still don't even know why Luffy.
I'm talking about mainly like the Shanks flashbacks on episode 4. But in case may be. Yeah. I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start at the beginning. And you could just watch episode East Blue. It's kind of the same thing. You know, after you're done watching episode of East Blue, just give me a comparison. It's like only an hour and a half.
You hear yourself.
It's only an hour and a half.
In an hour and a half. I'm not like a, and that's another thing. I'm not a binge watcher. That's not your fault. That's just a me thing. I'm not a binge watcher, so I can get like 3, maybe 4, and be like, God bless, I'm done today. Or at least for the time being, I gotta get back later. But like, man, let's get back to
high school football.
I just had to go on that rant, man. You know what else I'm gonna start with? I was hoping the Texans was gonna win because I was finna be like, we finna go to the stadium where the Texans just won, but that's not gonna happen.
That did not happen.
But it's okay because this is finna be really good. Do you have anything to say to the players that are still in the playoffs? Something meaningful. Don't say no dumb stuff, please. Don't embarrass me.
First of all, I don't ever say dumb stuff.
Did you not just have a lame joke? Whatever. Go ahead. Go. Think about it.
Lame joke. Anyways, North Shore, I'm very proud of y'all. I want to thank Devin and I want to thank Jarvon for coming on the show and talking ball with us. And I'm talking to the rest of the team, Raashad, Caleb, Evan.
Facts.
I'm forgetting some names right now. When y'all win next week, because that's what I'm saying, y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna beat Duncanville.
Speak into existence. I like that.
We're gonna have majority of the team on here. There's 2 couches.
Pop
probably
champagne.
like 4 people. We're gonna figure out.
Too young.
We're gonna bring some chairs. We throwing a party.
Like
A whole party. Effects. We celebrating your dub. We celebrate Christmas. Everything. New Year's.
That's good. I don't know if it's like motivational, but I like it nonetheless. Is it my turn?
Sure.
And this isn't written down. It's off the dome. Gentlemen, you have worked the entire season and last season for this moment right here. Can't go back. There are no mess-ups. There are no slip-ups. 1 more week. All right, so that's the theme. 1 more week. So that means you just got to give it your all. 1 more. So 1 more play. When you tired, you feel like you can't go, 1 more play. You done all your gasses for the day, 1 more gasser. You feel like you can't bench press no more, 1 more rep. You have to outwork your opponent so you can win. When the game is over and you see 3 zeros, you should not feel like, dang, I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have did that. Win or lose, because there is no draw. When you leave that field, you need to know you gave it your all. You gave that 1 more rep. Your team might have lost, but you beat your opponent in front of you. 1 more. 1 more.
It was cool.
You know what? Something told me as I was doing this, I was like, he's not gonna be like, yeah. He gonna be like
It was cool.
You see, now me, I would have turned up for you, but whatever. That's just the type of guy I am.
I mean, I could play football. I mean, I'm not gonna put no cleats on. You know, I'm not feeling that moment.
You not feeling that?
I roast around some Crocs. I mean, you feel. But no, we got
6 linemen.
State. You know, what'd you say?
I said block some of those 6'6" linemen.
Oh, for sure.
You would have did your thing?
Yeah.
And the boys were big, man.
The boys were big. And no color on that team either. Golly. Austin, Texas.
Look, I mean, I'm not going to do that, but I will say, it's like, where's Waldo? There was only one. On that defense, there was only one melanin.
Oh, facts.
Unless somebody, I couldn't tell. There was only 1 melanin on the defense. He was a cornerback. But other than that, Maxwell, man, it's championship week, bro. How do you feel?
I feel great. We finna go to Dallas Friday. We're going to watch some great football.
Facts.
I'm very excited. And then on Monday, we're going to the Blue-Gray All-American Bowl.
Yes, sir.
Our boy Reagan Gill is going to be there. He's going to be playing. Shout out to him. So we're going to be watching some great game. Oh, you laughing?
You're a funny guy.
Anyways, we're going to be watching Reagan Gill. So shout out to him. And we're going to be watching some great football because that game's going to be on Monday at the AT&T Stadium as well.
You should wear your jersey. You should go over there.
Yeah,
you gonna wear it?
Oh, yeah. Being an alum, you know.
Bro, do that. Nah, that jersey's nice, though. So, yeah, go ahead and wear it, bro. Nice. Rip. And show them boys what it look like. Show them what it is. But Maxwell, Where can they find us on social media?
Level Up Experience _.
And on Twitter, it is, I gotta look at it. It is Level Up EXP. It's a new one. So don't go to that old one. Hit us up. Though the season's winding down, football is forever. So hit us up. Get at us. Get some players that we ain't see. We are Houston, but if there's boys out there in Dallas, Austin, San Antonio that can ball, send them my way.
Facts.
I want to see because, I mean, yes, I feel like Texas has the best football, but specifically Houston, that's biased. I can say that. Texas, I feel like that's a fact, but like specifically Houston, I can acknowledge my bias. But other than that, brother, how you feel?
I feel great. But before we go, Terrell, do you want to take a little crack at who's going to win these upcoming championships?
Give me the names and I got this.
All right, so we're going to get there Friday night at 7 p.m. is 5A-D2 South Oak Cliff versus Port.
Oak Cliff.
Nix's Groves.
I don't care. Oak Cliff.
Then we're going to get there Saturday. We got the 2-6A games. We got Desoto versus Vandegrift.
I want to lean towards Desoto.
Uh-huh.
I'll be honest. Vandegrift, I think it's going to be a really good game.
Oh, facts.
I think Vandegrift can do their thing, but I'm going to lean Desoto.
North Shore versus Duncanville. The main events.
The main event. I think North Shore can pull it up. Especially because I feel like they're just going to go man. Mm-hmm. And like, it's just another week, man. Mano y mano. So
personally, I think the state was last night. Like, I generally thought whoever won yesterday's game was going to win the state, like against Duncanville.
Yeah,
that was a really.
And you said that, so that's good. That's good. But yeah, I do think it's gonna be good for sure. But yeah, I think North Shore gonna pull it out.
And one more thing before we leave, we usually film these on Sunday since we're gonna be in Dallas all weekend. Then we got the game on Monday. We're probably not gonna have a video out the next Wednesday. So look for a Friday upload, probably that 23rd, right before Christmas Eve.
And if you follow our socials, we'll make that announcement for sure. Yes. But other than that, everybody, to the players who have been eliminated, continue to ball, continue to thrive and be great men, not just good football players. And for the ones who are still in, don't forget to level up.